talk or something like that. The first couple of lines are going to go to Afifa.
見てごらん。この時代には、クジャックも兄がいない。しまった。まただ。見てごらん。is look.
Mm-hmm.
In this period, クジャック
Kujaku, I believe, is peacock.
peacocks also, and then there's no Annie. しまった。Again, like,
Matada is the again part. Shimatta. Do you know what that means? You can do the literal meaning if you don't know the semantic. Shimao.
she did it again or something.
Yes, she did it. Shimatta, did. Specifically, shimao tends to be used in a way to show you're sad that something happened. So, she did it again is a good way to translate the whole sentence. Since mata is the again, and shimata is the did it. Ugh, she did it again. Next paragraph goes to Zapik.
ジャッキは森の中にメイを暮らした。初めて太鼓や、ラッパの音が聞こえてきた。本物の、卵や本物の風車、本物のお針も見えた。
Hi, Kiri, not Mori.
Oh, キリの中に。キリ。What is キリ?
Fog.
Okay, so Jackie looks into the fog, or strains his eyes to look into the fog. And from the start, you can hear the trumpet and whatever the taiko is.
Drums.
Drums, yeah. Taka, what was that again? Hawk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the birdhouse. Fuchsia. A real birdhouse, a real windmill.
Hori.
What's that?
Hori is a ditch.
Okay. So you can see all of that on a real dish.
Real moat going on here since we're with a castle. Next paragraph goes to Afifa.
羽橋の上には兄だ。羽橋を走って渡っている。Above the rope. Above the rope is Annie.
That's a good guess. Do you know what a hashi is?
She. No.
Hashi means bridge. And the kind of bridge it is a hane hashi, hence the rendaku. A hane hashi is referring to the kind of bridge, right, that a castle has. What kind of magical bridge do castles normally have?
Is it like a drawbridge?
It is a drawbridge. The hane lets us know that we have some kind of hinge going on here. So it says above the drawbridge, which contextually probably the drawbridge is down, since otherwise I think Annie would be having a hard time to be above it.
Annie's like crossing it.
Yep, And is she walking as she's crossing it?
Like running?
She's running across it, yes. And the next paragraph goes to Zapik.
と思うと、門をくぐって、すぐに姿が見えなくなってしまった。As he thought that, she went through the gate and suddenly her figure can't be seen anymore.
Perfect. Ohiruma no Banzankai, which is the banquet in the very large room. First line is going to go to Afifa.
あいつ、覚えてろよ。I remember that guy.
That's a good guess. So,
Or remember that guy.
yeah, remember that guy.
It's a command.
It is a command. And Aitsu does mean that guy. You're absolutely right. And this means remember that. This is more, the Aitsu here, right, is probably referring to Annie. We have a contextual information that Annie has run off when he's reading his book, right, his little sister, and has just run inside the castle. Like, that's not what she should do. So, Aitsu, hoboiteru yo. So he's basically saying, I'm going to remember this, or I'm going to make you remember this. This is a, like, it's a threatening thing is what he's saying here. It's not like a generic statement or something like that. It's literally saying, like, I'll make somebody remember this. And who it is doesn't really matter. All it really is semantically, right? Meaning that he's very mad at Annie and that she's going to be in big trouble when he catches her. So how you translate that is fully up to how you want to convey that semantic meaning. This paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
ジャックはブツブツに言いながら本やノートをリュックに、押し込むと、自分も橋に向かって、走っていた。誰にも見つかりませんようにと祈るほかなかった。Okay. So Jack said that while saying that in like a butsu way, probably like grunting or mumbling. He puts the why is the particle ya used here? Honya no to. Isn't that like hon or book?
So you know the to particle, right? Hon to.
Yeah.
No, what would that mean?
It's like both the book and the notebook.
Yes, it would mean the book and the notebook. Yeah also means the book and the notebook. These are normally taught together in the book, but you see to more often. The difference between these two is whether or not the list is exhaustive or not. This doesn't really matter in English, but it does matter in Japanese. So when it says honya noto, it insinuates that he didn't only have a book and a note. He might have also had, for example, a pencil, which he did have because he was writing in the notebook, right? So there's another item in this list of things that we know about that he probably oshikomus, right?
Yeah, pushes it into.
If he said to, that would mean the pencil must not be oshikomued, that he would have still kept the pencil out. But the pencil, and we know the pencil exists as it was mentioned that he was writing in the notebook. So since the pencil was mentioned in the notebook, we have to use ya here. Otherwise, he'd have to say hon to enpitsu to noto, and then it starts getting very long if you're going to be listing every single item. So ya is what's used instead of to when you don't want to list every single item, but there is an understanding that there's more than the two items that are being listed in the context we're talking about. So do you know what oshikomu means?
It's like he pushes it into the rucksack.
Yes, he put it away into the rucksack. His notebook and the book about this location, the shiro, the castle book. And of course, any other items he had taken out of his bag, pretty sure only was a pencil. So it's not shorten it by that much, but it is a way to shorten the things. You could also instead say like noto nado. You could have just said that, the nado meaning etc., and not even have the whole nya in there. But just as his books and notes and stuff was put back in there. So the ya, we don't really have an and that separates this. The most we can do is add the word like and stuff or etc. We have to like add an actual word. But in Japanese, there's different ands.
And then he also faced like one to the bridge and ran
Yep.
towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So that no one will find. Inoru? What is that?
It is to pray.
Oh, yeah, so he prays that no one will find, I guess, her or him.
Each other, probably. And does he do anything else in order to not be found?
誰も見つかりませんのにと。他、that part I don't understand.
Hoka means like other.
Yeah.
Right? Like hoka no hito means other people. So inoru hoka means other than praying, there was nakatta. Do you know what nakatta means?
There's nothing you could do except pray.
Yes, that is what it says. And then the next two paragraphs are going to go to Afifa.
二人がだんだん暗くなってきた。そうか、霧ではわからなかったけど、ここは今、夕方なんだ。二人が、
Atari is surroundings.
and dandan's like gradually.
Yeah, a little bit faster than that, but we don't have a word that means dandan in English.
It became darker. The surroundings became darker.
More and more.
Right, in the fog. I didn't know, but here it's evening.
Yes. That is what it says.
It's
So he
evening
says, I
now.
couldn't tell because of the fog, but it's actually evening right now. That's how foggy it is. Then this paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
木の跳ね橋は、渡るとギシギシと音を足した。ジャックは橋の下のお堀を覗いてみた。本当に、ワニがいるのか確かめようと目を凝らしたが、暗くてよくわからない。So there's this kiji kiji sound coming from wataru is
Wataru is to cross.
okay. So from crossing the bridge or the drawbridge, there's this kiji kiji sound.
Yeah, as he crosses the wooden drawbridge, it goes gee 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 gish gish.
Where's the Ohori? Was that the ditch?
It was the ditch word.
Okay.
It's a hard one for
So
you.
he like looks at the ditch underneath the bridge. Whether there's really like alligators. he strains his eyes to find that out.
Yeah, he really tries to squint.
Yeah. But since it's dark, you can't really tell.
Perfect. その時、それに誰かいるのか? And at that time, somebody says, hey, is there someone over there? And then Afifa, the next two lines will be for you.
城壁の上から見張りの声が聞こえた。ジャックは飛び上がって、追いそぎで橋を渡り、物をくぐった。
Do you know what a mihari is?
No?
A mihari is a guard.
No.
Someone who uses their eyes to still. I don't know how to.
So above on the big wall, the castle wall, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Above the castle hall, 声が来た.
Guard heard a voice.
No, a guard's voice can be heard.
Jack 飛び上がって he climbed or
What?
flied.
Yeah, he flies up. We use the same idiom in English. When someone runs really fast, that can be called flying as well, I believe. He didn't literally
And
sprout wings.
quickly crossed the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And the gate, I guess, closed.
Good guess. But Jack is not strong enough to close a drawbridge's. Well, I don't know if they even have a gate. Jack is not strong enough to close a gate that's like from a big old castle that's meant for like people to, use a whole big old stick of wood with 20,000 men, like the shove close, is a castle gate. What is a more logical thing that Jack might do with a gate when he's running off a bridge?
I guess just go through it.
It is.
Or pass
Kuguru
it.
is to pass underneath something. So, like a gate, right, is going to have a little bit of a roof. So thus he can kuguru it. You can also like pass through like a bridge, like a ladder, right? You walk underneath a ladder. That's kuguru. And then till over here is going to be Zapik.
Yeah, let's see. そこは、小石を敷き詰めた、中庭だった。お城の中から音楽や笑い声が聞こえてくる。ジャックは、物陰に隠れて兄を探した。松明の、明かりが周りの城壁を照らしている。At that place, 中庭, what is that?
You know what a niwa is?
No.
Oh, niwa is a garden or a courtyard. So naka niwa is like the inner courtyard of a location. So like like you could have a building and it could have like an outside garden. This is an inside garden. Hence like the castle, right, has a fence all around it. Hence it's a naka niwa and not just a niwa. So this could be flowers or like any kind of like empty-ish space. Here, there's probably no flowers because it's described as a koishi o shiki tsumeta nakaniwa. So this is probably more of a courtyard than it is of a garden from that description. Do you know what shiki tsumeru means?
No.
It's like to cover. So
Okay,
this
so
area is covered with
pebbles.
exactly. So more of a courtyard vibe then a garden vibe from that.
Yeah. From inside the castle, you can hear the sound and like cheerful voices.
And music.
Yeah. ジャッキは、物影 What is that?
You could split it
Oh,
up. Do you know what a kage is?
is it meant as shadow?
It is a shadow. And how about mono? Things.
Yeah.
Mono. So a shadow of things. Like the shade and stuff. And the
Okay, okay.
shadows. I guess we'd probably say the shadows in English.
Uh-huh. So he hides in the shadows and looks for Annie. Taimatsu, that was the lights.
Yeah.
The light shines and illuminates the surrounding 城壁. What was that again?
You know what a heki is?
壁. Oh, was it like the castle wall?
It is the castle wall. Jo is the castle, heki is the wall. Perfect. Yep, the torches were lighting up that wall. And the next two lines will go to Afifa.
水目の音が聞こえてきた。少年が馬を引いて歩いてくる。水
We're talking about a uma. Do you know what kind of oto a uma would make?
like a whinny.
Oh, that's a good guess. We started whiny, I don't know how it's pronounced. Earlier we saw that, but it did not use the word hitsume to refer to that. Hitsume are the hooves of the horse.
The hooves noises were heard.
You can hear it galloping probably or trotting.
The boy like walked with the horse.
You're right. And is the horse walking in front of the boy or behind the boy?
Behind?
Yeah, because the boy is pulling the horse along as he walks. The rest of this paragraph will go to Zapik.
馬小屋へ連れて行くらしい。よく見ると、さっきの騎士の黒い馬だった。it looks like they're going to the horse stable. If you look closely, it is the black horse belonging to the knights. The earlier knights.
Perfect. And then the rest of this page is going to go to Afifa.
ジャックはもう一度目を凝らして暗闇を見つめた。兄がいた。Jack looked around again, once more, and searched the darkness, and Annie was there.
Yeah. Korasu has like an idea. It's not really around. It's more like the act of like squinting your eyes. And mitsumeru, yeah, to gaze into darkness. So he squints his eyes, gazes into the darkness, and bam, then he could see Annie. Woohoo, found his little sister. And then up till here will be for Zapik.
中庭の真ん中にある井戸の影から手を振っている。ジャックは馬を引いた少年がいなくなるのを待って、兄のところへ、駆け寄った。えー so there's like a well in the middle of the like inner garden. Yeah. 中から And from that well, I don't know what the potato is.
Futeru is to shake. Yeah. So with how you translated that is fine. However, we do have a comma here. And this
Yeah.
comma is there normally for a reason. Because if we didn't have the comma here, how you translated it would have been for sure what it would be. It would
Yeah.
be
So,
the well in the
so
middle of the garden. However,
the
with the
other is
comma,
referring to the hands.
the hand,
Yeah.
exactly. The comma makes us go, it's a hand in the middle of the garden that happens to be coming from the well. It doesn't really change the meaning in this specific sentence, but it
Yeah.
could change the meaning in a future sentence. Hence why I'm pointing it out. So it doesn't really matter here, but could matter somewhere else.
What did you say was potato?
The wave.
Okay. Ah, I see.
So this is Annie, right? Because he saw Annie in the previous line.
I
Oh,
see. Uh, so Jack waits until the boy who is pulling the horse uh isn't there anymore,
yes.
and then he goes to the place that Annie is.
Does he go slowly or fastly?
Fast.
Perfect. And the next paragraph is going to go to Afifa.
音楽がどこから聞こえてくるのか探しに行ってみるわ。お兄ちゃんも来る。兄が囁いた。Let's search for where the music's coming from. Will you come to Big Brother?
Yep. And does she yell that?
囁いた。
Yeah. How does she? What type of tone does she use?
Yes, she whispers it.
You're right. She does whisper it. Perfect. Good job. Sorry that cough was hitting you right on your line. The next two paragraphs are gonna go to Zapik.
ダメって言っても、どうせ行くんだろ？一緒に行くしかないじゃないか。二人は、中庭を忍び足で進み、石造りの建物の中に、滑り込んだ。Even if I say you shouldn't do it, you would go anyway, right? Something like that. So we should go together?
Yeah, she says then I have no choice but to go together.
Yeah. So the two of them advances with like linear legs, like quietly over the in their garden.
Mm-hmm.
The zuguri part, what is that?
Like
Ichi
tsukuru, to make. So
to
ichi
make?
tsukuri, yeah, tsukuru to
Okay,
make, and ichi
so
rock to be made from rock.
yeah, so the
建物.
建物. What is that again?
建物 is a building.
All right. So they entered the building, I guess.
Exactly, they slipped right in. Perfect. And then the next line is going to go to Afifa.
中はとても暗かった。小さな窓があるだけだから、昼間でも薄暗いに違いない。The inside was really dark. And because there was a small window,
If it was really bright outside, it's not, but if it was, would this room be brightly lit?
sorry, what?
If it was, so right now it's evening, but what if it was earlier in the day? What if it was a really sunny, bright day, no fog or anything? Would the inside of this building be bright or dark?
Bright.
You're wrong. It would be dark. This is why it says 小さな窓があるだけだから because there's only a tiny window. 昼間でも, do you know what 昼間 means?
So like afternoon?
Yep, if it was the afternoon, then there's no doubt about it, 違いない, that it would be 薄暗い, which means dim. So basically the lightings in this place are really bad. Next paragraph goes to Zapik.
少し進んでいくと、沖の方に、特別明るい部屋があった。そこからにぎやかな話し声や、音楽が聞こえてくる。When they advances a little more, from the direction like in front or further in, there is light coming from a particular room.
Mm-hmm.
And from that room, there is lively voices talking and music,
はい.
which can be heard.
Perfect. And then these 3 lines are going to go to Afifa.
二人は入り口のそばへ行って、そっと中を覗いた。これがお昼間だ。晩餐会をやってるんだ。ジャックは目を丸くして、その様子に見とれた。
見とれた.
The two entered the entrance.
行った.
Went
to the soba of the entrance.
It's the place.
They went to the place of the entrance. So if there was like an entrance into the room, right? They didn't enter the room, right? They probably are right over here. Right? They're next to the entrance. And then what did they do? そっと中を覗いた。
And quietly looked inside.
Yes.
And
Next.
this is Hiromada.
Big, wide space. Big room, a hall, ballroom, anything like that. Large space room.
There's a banquet. They're doing a banquet.
Yes.
And Jack's eyes got bigger. and, and Sonoyo is like that.
Do you know what miru means?
And to look.
And how about toru?
Toru?
Toru, totte.
To take.
To take. And then toreru means like to be taken. So your sight is taken. It's taken away by something. As in you're like enchanted by something, right? What do you think he's enchanted by? Yeah, by the banquet. The vibes going on there. And the next paragraph is going to go to Zapik.
大きな、暖炉に、火が赤々と燃えている。壁には鹿の角や見事な織物が飾ってある。床にはたくさんの花びらが巻いてある。
So, 火が赤々と燃えている。
So the fire is burning. Yeah.
Brightly red, probably. And where do you think this fire
Yeah.
is burning? Is the banquet on fire?
大きな、
You should be able to guess by context.
Yeah, it's probably like a big fire.
We got it is a big fire.
Control. Yeah.
It's a location where a big fire could be, and it's a big location. Danro is a fireplace. Can also
Yeah.
be used to refer to like a stove theoretically, but it's like a fireplace.
I
So
see.
there's a fire blazing inside of the fireplace. Then we're describing other parts of this location. Now we have the kabe niwa.
Like from the wall or as per the wall?
As well, so with ni wa, so as for is a common way to translate the wa particle because the wa
Yeah.
particle is the topic particle, and in English we don't mark the topic particle with words. We mark it with stress language, which is by adding more aggressive tonal information to the word. So you're only really able to do that in talking, right? Like, I didn't kill 3 men. We said, as for me, 3 men were not killed. They were translating it that way, right? Makes it clear someone else could have killed 3 men, right? So the
Yeah.
as for is the closest way we can illustrate that. But in general, it tends to make a very awkward English sentence. So it's fine if you're confused, but it just doesn't really add anything to the sentence.
I see.
The most important information here is the ni. We just added stress to this relation. So kabe ni, which means at the location of the wall or wally. You have to like do
Yes.
the context, but at the location of the wall makes probably more sense than wall being a descriptive qualifier of the verb. Just do what the word wall means, right? I don't know how you would wally do anything. Adding the li at the end is not the name wally. That's just like the adverbal marker in English, right? Like quickly. because ni is the adverbial marker in Japanese. So since Wally doesn't make any sense, we can assume it's the location or final destination of the verb rather than the final state of the verb. Because it's
Yeah.
always just describing like what it's going to be at the end, but whether or not that's a state, location, or time is contextual based. Okay, so at the wall there is something kazatte aru.
Is it like hung up or
Yes,
decorated?
it does mean that. Decorated. Things that are decorated. One thing is a tsuno that belongs to a chika.
Well, the tsuno kanji is like the corner.
It is the corner kanji. When it's pronounced as tsuno, it means horn.
I see.
Kado is how it's pronounced when it's referring to a corner. I agree
Yeah.
that it's very confusing.
I was confused by that. Okay, so what is the shika part then?
Shika is a deer. So these are the antlers.
Okay.
And then we have a
Um,
ya. Do you remember what ya meant? You had trouble with that, I think, earlier today.
yeah, it's like among other stuff.
Among other things. So there's not only antlers and orimono on the walls, there's other things, but we're just not listing those because they're not particularly important. Any
Yeah.
guess what an orimono is?
Ornaments?
It's a really good guess, and that's what I would guess as well, but it actually means fabric.
Okay.
So this is like the flags and those kind of like fancy fabrics that you see always in the throne room, but don't really think about it. That's what
Yeah.
it is. And it's describing these fabrics as migoto. Do you know what migoto
Uh,
means?
Splendid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So the walls are adorned with pretty pieces of fabric and antlers and other stuff. What else?
So at the floor, there are a lot of flowers,
Yeah,
and
that's basically what
the
it says. It's giving more information about that. So it's not just the flowers, it's the flower bira. So what's on the floor is not like a rose and its stem, right? And maybe like its root or something like that. The bira means petals, basically. So we have flower petals,
oh
a whole bunch of those. I don't know why there's a random flower petals on the floor. It seems very weird, but that's what it's saying. So not like the flowers, it's the petals of the flowers. And then we have maitearu, which is meaning it's on the floor, but it's describing the way it's on the floor in a way that's a little bit prettier than just on the floor. The mao idea is like scattered about. So we know that the petals are all scattered about. They're not just in a little pile in the corner, like someone swept up and went, who put all these flower petals in here? I have to
yeah.
do everything today. So it's not like they're piled up in the corner or something. They're all spread about, probably to make a pretty scene in the location. So now, why do we have the walls here? The walls are here because we wanted to put equal focus on the walls and the floor in the paragraph. And this is something that's called contrastive wall, which is just a complicated way to say both of these are being given equal focus. Thus, by default, you are comparing the walls to the floor, right? Because the walls look like this, the floor looks like that. It's not like it's literally like an aggressive like comparison, like you have to compare it. It's saying these two things are equally important, and by default, we're just looking at the floor, looking at the wall. Both are important because we're describing this location. Versus the fireplace wasn't particularly important. Like, it's cool to know there's a fire in the fireplace, but hey, look at that wall and look at that floor. So if we added the wall here, then all three of these would be equally important. But we actually don't care about the fire all that much in comparison to the magnificentness of everything else. So the next line is going to go to Afifa.
細長いテーブルがあり、毛皮の服やケープを羽織った人たちがずらりと座って料理を食べている。 there's a thin, long table. And 毛皮の服、
人たち。
people wearing capes and kit is hair, right?
We got hair and skin.
Is it like fur?
Yeah, like a fur
clothes.
So there's no cotton here. They skinned somebody for these clothes. These people who are wearing cloaks and clothing made from animal fur, what are they doing?
Sitting.
And they're sitting in a zurari kind of way, which gives you more of a vibe, I guess, how many people are at this tiny table. Would you guess there's like 5 or 6 people randomly on the table, or is it more like they're all in a row? They're all in a row. Zurari is the sound of something kind of whoosh. So we got a whole bunch of people at this table. And what else are they doing other than sitting?
Eating.
You're right. What are they eating though? Are they eating people? Dori. They're just eating food. Oh no. Oh good, Afifa. The rest of this page is gonna go to Zapik.
テーブルの下では犬が羽を取り合っている。短いスカートのような服を着た少年たちが大きな皿やボウルに入った料理を、運んでいる。Under the table, there's a dog who is taking a bone. The boys who are wearing clothes that are like small skirts are carrying big bowls or plates with food.
Perfect. Ooh. Well, my goal will be finishing this page is the goal. Ooh, this is a really long sentence, so I'm gonna give it a Zapik. Don't want to push Afifa's throat too much.
派手な服を着て、奇妙な帽子をかぶった人たちが北のような、楽器を弾いたり、ボール手玉をしたり、剣を使って曲芸をしたりして、みんなを楽しませている。Let's see. What is the hode?
Hade means like fancy.
Okay, so they're wearing fancy clothes and strange hats. Buddha.
楽器を弾いたり。
楽器を弾いたり。楽器, is that instruments?
It is a musical instrument.
So the musical instruments is playing?
Yeah, the people are playing musical instruments. What kind of musical instrument is it? Is it like a flute? Oops. What is it? ギターのような。
Guitar looking instruments.
Yes, an instrument that looks kind of like a guitar. The people are playing it. Some of these
Yeah.
people are also doing otedama, which is some kind of beanbag game, like juggling or something. So, otedama suru is like to juggle, I guess. And they're juggling a ball. So some people are playing guitar, others are juggling. Some are kenを使って客芸をしたり。
Like handling swords.
Mm-hmm. And kyoku, sorry, I said it kyaku earlier, like musical instrument. Kyokuge is acrobatics.
Uh-huh.
So some
So,
of these men
mhm.
are doing acrobatics with a sword.
With swords. Yeah.
And they're all みんなを楽しませている.
They're all having fun.
Exactly. There's a lot of things people are doing in here other than eating food. The next line is going to go to Afifa.
さっきの騎士はどこだろどこだろジャックが小声で言った。Where's the guide from earlier? Jack said in a quiet voice.
Perfect. Where's that knight from earlier? And then up till here will be for Zapek.
わからない。でも見て、みんなお料理を手で食べてるわよ。誰だ？突然大きな声がした。二人は驚いて、振り返った。料理を運んできた家来が、怖い顔で立っていた。I don't know, but look, they're all eating with their hands. Who's that? Suddenly a big voice is heard.
Who are you? 誰や?
The both of them are surprised and turns around. What retain? Okay, so the retainer holding the food is standing there with a scary face.
Perfect. And then the next line will be for Afifa.
ミニちゃん、兄が、声にならない声を出した。Brother, in a voice that doesn't
Yeah, it's a
sound like
weird
a
line.
voice.
Exactly. She lets out a voice that isn't a voice. Basically, it's like she says something like soundless. So probably it's like another way to say like whisper, maybe like big brother type of like idea, but without like a hee hee I'm telling you a secret. It's to show more like how absolutely terrified she is here that her voice isn't coming out. And then the rest of this page is going to go to Zapik.
ジャッキも声が弱すっている。二人は一目散に逃げ出した。Annie, Jack also says with like, I guess, small voice.
Uwa Zuru makes it more shrill. So he's like,
I see. Uh, the two of them run at high speed.
exactly. The Ichimoku-san, I think, is more like they, like 1, 2, 3, go kind of idea, right? So less than
Yeah.
like the speed. Oh, it does mean as fast as you can go. Interesting. Guess I'm wrong. Ichimoku-san. I thought for sure that was like how fast they like started to run. But nope, you're right. It's as fast as one can go. And this is where we are going to stop. This is like the funniest way to draw someone drawing as fast as they can. Like, look at this like little jog.
Yeah.
That's not really right. Jack is right. He's like that looks. Yeah, he's running. Gonna push his little sister, but he looks like, okay, I'm ready for my little jog today. So yeah,